Hello and welcome to Halluf VK 3002D Special. This is about my 5th game I had in this tank. I just bought it today. I really liked actually the VK 3001D at Tier 6, and this thing is virtually the same tank at Tier 7 with more hit points for me right now, because I got basically nothing. I have like the stock turret and it's running the same L70 gun. So I have nothing special about this. I think I got a gun rammer on it and a toolbox, and pretty much that's just about it. So what you can see here is our T29 decided that he was going to park himself there in D8 for pretty much like 90% of the game and not help on the hill, which made this a lot harder than it should have been, because he should have been over there doing about 2,000 or 3,000 damage, but in the end he only did a little bit. So you can see that our T34 already bit the dust, and our A20 is down there all by himself. And this is a little bit boring here, because I'm just trying to make sure that nothing comes down around here. Trying to take some of these longer shots at the AT2, but it's just like that one. It hit him and it just bounced off. Hit him and bounced off. I think the range is a little bit too far. It's about 300 meters for trying to penetrate him. I mean, he's got pretty decent armor even for this gun, except for if you can get him in the side. So our A20's taking another hit there. I'm gonna try and help him here. So I'm gonna pop up on the hill and see if I can get not spotted. And that shot misses too. So I'm just trying to play it sort of safe here. And over on the other side, our SU-122-44 is cleaning up. He did a really good job. So you can see that the AT2 is just like, oh, I'm going to come down here and kill this Tier 4 guy. So I'm going to do my best to try and keep him alive, just because. So that shot blows his tracks off. Now I'm getting shot at. And that one bounced off the side of my turret. Very, very glancing shot. But mission accomplished, the A20 got away. Now the M5's starting to cat. I'm not sure why. That's always a bit of a throw your tank away kind of thing. Sometimes, like, you drive into the cap and then you just usually get obliterated by someone who wants to come down and take you out. So the A20 has been spotted, as you can see he's getting shot at. And something over there is shooting at him. So I want to try and help him. I don't know why I wanted to try and help this A20 as much as I did, but he did his best to scout. I'll give him that. And I can see the Wolverines on my map, but he's out of my draw range. So I gotta try and get as close as I can here. Come on, Wolverine. Come on, Wolverine. There you go. So we're about 500 meters here. That one misses, but this one's not gonna miss. Unfortunately, he took out the A20. All my efforts to keep him alive failed. So let's go about 93 hit points. Blind shot. That was good enough to take him out. So things are looking okay. T29 still hasn't moved. Still in D8. And I'm just like rolling my eyes at this point. Like, holy cow. Like, look at all those gray dots. All the gray triangles over on the hill there in A3. And he's still just sitting there. He doesn't say a word the whole frickin' game. He just seems to be content with watching all of our higher tier tanks die. Not maybe not our higher tier tanks, but just all the rest of our tanks die. So I'm going to go over here and try and peg this guy. The VK, and I'll aim down, aim down, aim down. And luckily that shot goes in, so now I've been spotted by him. So I'm not really too worried about getting too much incoming fire from the other side, because I'm pretty damn far away. except for the arty maybe. And the T-49, he goes blazing down there. And then he got pasted by the T-20. He must have ammo racked him because he died in one hit, or he got hit by 2 tanks at once. So T-29 is still sitting there. And now it's me, the arty, and just a few tanks left, the Churchill 7 and the T-29 and the SU-12244. And he's still sitting there. Still sitting there. I honestly thought he would just sit there the whole game. So I want to try and conserve as much of the health as of my other teammates as I can, but Churchill 7 just got pasted. I assume that was from the artillery. So I'm going to pop over the edge of the cliff here. I know it's a little bit overkill, we shooting prem rounds in an M4, but I'm not taking any chances here. Only need one more. Oh, it tracks him, so it's like, okay, gotta waste another bit. And that last shot there from the M4, I don't know where that went in, but it managed to break my gun, so I had to fix my gun. Now I'm just trucking it down the hill. Even stock, this thing's not too bad. Well, not too bad, because it seems to only get Tier 7 battles. I've had Tier 7 battles 5 times in a row. So we got a bit of a lucky strike there. The AMX gets nailed by our Churchill 7. But he doesn't get to enjoy his victory for too much longer here, because the artillery wipes the floor with him. Or the Hellcat does, one of the two. But our pristine T-29 has decided to start playing now. Maybe this is how he plays. He waits till his team dies and then he goes and tries to mop up all the rest of the kills. I've seen some guys do that. I saw a guy in a KV-5 in one of my matches do that. He's just was like, I'm going to let my team die. I'm not going to support anyone. And then I'm just going to try and kill guys at the end. Alright. So now it's just us 3 versus their 3. A Hellcat and a T-20. And our guy's pinging the map, telling me where he thinks he is. I got a pretty good idea. He's probably somewhere around this hill area. So the faster I move, the harder it is for that Hellcat to hit me. And I got full health because I've been sniping the whole game, which is kind of what I had to do because I was pretty bone stock. So I spot Mr. Hellcat, and he doesn't seem like he wants to come out and try and get me. And I have no idea what gun he has. So I'm just gonna take advantage of my awful gun depression. And I can't, just trying to get it right. And I can't, okay, that's not working. I know he's only got 19 hit points left, so I load my HE round, and I barely see a tiny little bit of him. But that was enough. And the HE round takes him out. And that leaves one T-20. And the T-29 is like, okay, I think I'm gonna drop solid hill now. But then T-20 decides to come over, and that's gonna go through me every time because this thing doesn't have very good armor. It's like 10 armor better in the front, which is like 70 instead of 60 or something, or is it 80 instead of 60? So I'm just waiting for this guy to try and come and peg me, and then artillery's still shooting at me. He's over there somewhere. I never actually did get to figure out where he was. I'll give you a hint of what happens to him later. So our T-29 is finally doing the one thing useful that he did in this entire game, which is go and suck down some health off this T-20. So I'm gonna come up over here and I'm gonna blast this guy. Knock his tracks off, which is perfect for the artillery. Hit him one more time. Probably would have finished him off right here anyway, but boom. Already blanks him out. So that's a pretty good result. Now I'm just going to speed this up because this is really mind-bogglingly boring. I was like, check the corners, go over the hill, drive all the way over here. Still got 3 minutes to go. He isn't over here. He isn't over here. He isn't down here. And I thought he was down there, so I turned all the way around, and then I got stuck a little bit, and I was like, fuck. And at this point, I'm like, where the hell did this little, this dirtbag go? And at one point, they're like, he's in K8. I'm like, I can see K8 right there. So he wasn't in K8. So they were lying to me. They were trying to get me to leave the cap circle, which I eventually got to at some point here. But, yeah, we never did find him. I think he probably trucked it down from wherever he was in their base and came over to our side and hid somewhere in the hills up there. So I gotta get back because we're not gonna cap out unless I get back into the cap circle. And the Hellcat's trying to say, oh, he's in K8. I was just at K8. So they were obviously had no idea where I was searching, so. So we'll speed this up. We got 30 seconds! Cap's at 80 something. Yeah, so I'm just like, no. No, but thank you for your careful thoughts. So, that ended up being a pretty good game. We won. And yeah, it was my 5th game in the VK 3002D. And luckily our T29 survived. Because of all the hard work he did in this game. Thanks for watching. Keep your armor pointed at the front, boys and girls. Later.